given me pardon the tardy, because I've been doing better. I have been doing better, Drewski. Pardon the tardy, but I don't know, and I think I talked about this on my other channel, but I'm having a problem. I am having a problem with a neighbor stealing my stuff. And I'm like, I feel like at some point we just gonna have to fight, because I'm not going to continue to take the high road. I'm not going to continue going to management and doing the paperwork way. I'm just about to go straight Philly and just fight this man, because I can't do it. I'm having a problem, and I'm like, is jail worth it? Because listen, I pay far too much rent. The neighborhood that I live in, let's be real, okay? I pay far too much rent. This neighborhood is far too nice to consistently get robbed by a 5'3" man. I can take him, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I was just out front of my apartment chasing this dude down for my things. I'm gonna let it go. But I just feel like at some point I'm gonna have to fight him. I'm gonna have to just fight him, because I feel like that's the only way he gonna learn. He keeps on trying to do this thing, right? And he tried to play me, but I found out that he'd been in America for a long time, so he know what the hell I'm talking about. Because the last time I caught him trying to steal my stuff, he gonna try to act like he don't understand me, but he can understand this. Let me get myself together. God is good. How are y'all doing? I'm sorry. Because now I'm paranoid. I got anxiety about when stuff get delivered. Excuse me? Not in this little expensive place, this luxury apartment. You know what? How are we doing stuff? I need to start shaking this up. And you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of being a good Christian girl, because his mail mistakenly came to my place, his immigration papers. And I gave it to him. But you want to steal my sandals? You want to steal my teapot? Huh, come on in the room. Come on. We got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? He understands me. That dude understands me. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. We got so much to talk about, because I'm about to be on Love at the Lockup. He better stop playing with my stuff. So won't you come on? I'm going to watch this back and be like, Nikki, girl, what's going on? Shout out to the new people. This is a recap of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 1, Season 4, Episode 41. You know what, WeTV, since we're here, let's rant it out. Y'all got to break these episodes up. This is ridiculous. Why do y'all have seasons that last for 5 damn years? Why is this still Season 4, Episode 41? What is going on over there? Do y'all not know how TV works? You know what? I apologize, because that ain't even about you. That's for my neighbor. And I feel like he's not even on the lease. How are we doing? He lucky. He lucky that my mother was a hustler. He lucky that I grew up poor in Philadelphia, because the stuff that I could have done, I'm being so understanding. You know, I've lived places where I wasn't on the lease, so but he gonna have to see me. What's up, In Yarden said, I haven't watched this season at all, so this should be fun. Oh, it's a good season. It's going to get even better. Hey, Ann Cherie, what's up? Hey, NTR, how are you? Hey, Nikki, what's good? Hey, Sierra said, Derek and Monique, Carlos, yes, Carlos King's Eye, reality famous for real. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, they've crossed over. They have crossed over. They are not just big in WeTV land. They're big in TV land. And WeTV, if you're smart, you'll invest in this couple. We better see them on marriage boot camp. Why don't y'all have a love after lockup marriage boot camp? Like, get the money, please. Get the coins. Hey, Coco T, what's up? Hey, Alex V. Hey, Alicia. What's up, Blue Jay? How are you? Yes, a chaotic ride indeed. Tracy said, y'all, I'm looking. When you find it, Tracy, please send it to me because we were talking about it today, me and Tracy. And everybody has been talking about this interview with Larsa Pippen and Tamron Hall. And I want to watch it because I want to talk about it when I do my Real Housewives of Miami review. But I can't find it. Maybe it'll play on Tamron's channel or on her YouTube the next day. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it. But everybody's been talking about it. I have not seen it. Hey, Naya, how are you? Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? Yeah! Hey, Diva Law. Hey, Diva Law. Thank you. Diva Law said, please hit the like button when you enter the chat. Thank you so much. Hey, Shonda. Hey, Miss Kaiser Chose. How are you? Hey, Marvina. Hey, Caroline. Caroline. Hey, Dion. You're just in time. Hey, Sarah. How are you? Shonda said, welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you so much, Shonda. Marvina said, can we hit the like button for Nikki? Thank you. Now, when I was logging in, I saw your comment, and I was like, if he only knew, I was about to be fighting a grown man in this bougie apartment complex. Ciao. I'll take this in Section 8. No shade. I grew up on Section 8, right? But if I'm living in the Section 8 apartment, I expect to be going through this. Not this. Not this. Not this. Not here. Not here. Listen. He can't beat me. He can't beat me. I'm sick of him. Oh no, my Norwegian neighbors, they moved out. Were they Norwegian or Swedish? Is that the Swedish? Is that the same thing? White Scandinavian ancestors, the ones that leave the baby outside in the cold, they moved. And I love them. They were such a cute couple. I love that baby. I'm just so tired. And I keep on going down to the office to talk about it, but I just feel like I got to fight him. Let me stop. Yes, Fro, you made it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Josie. I'm like, what is up with you? And I told him the last time, I said, we don't do that here. We don't do that stealing over here. Not over here. Not in this neighborhood and not in this apartment complex. We don't do that. But he keep on trying to play me. He not scared enough. Hey, Shanty. How are you? Listen, I love a short king. I'm just saying, I'm taller than 5'3", and I looked at him. I feel like I can take him. Because remember, I don't know if I told you guys about it or if I talked about it on my other channel. Remember when I went in his apartment and got my shoes that he tried to steal? This dude, he playing with me. You know what I thought about it, but the Lord was like, you're better than this. This is what happens when you listen to the Lord and Michelle Obama. Because I'm thinking, like, I'm not going to do that to him. Like, come on. But you see the power that I had, and I made the right decision. But this fool want to play with me because I keep on checking for this package. Why the hell are you still picking? God, this is the one of the many times that I miss Philly. Because all I got to do is call a couple of cousins and the situation is handled. Hey, Leah. Oh, a porch pirate. Yeah. That's what I'm going to call him. And I'm going to stop being nice. Because the last time he tried to steal from me, he saw me. He was scared because me and my sister went to the apartment and we was about to. get mixy. And when he saw me, I was just like, hi, how are you? You know, just to break the ice so he could feel comfortable. But no, stay scared. You're going to stay scared from here on. Listen, they Farm Rio sandals. So I understand. But don't do it. Don't do it. Miss Gigi88 said, hey, Nikki, my sister-in-law called and I got caught up. So I'm like, no, you're fine. He loves that show. He loves this show. He really, really does. Hey, Busola. Busola said something similar almost happened to me as some grifter almost stole our brand new laundry detergent when we were doing laundry at our laundromat on my recent road trip. People are bold. And I feel like people are bold because nobody's getting beat up anymore. I think everybody is trying to take the high road, but I'm like, you got to start beating up people. I'm telling you, from someone who was in fights all my life, a nice little beat up will set you straight. I remember in middle school, half the people that I beat up, we became besties after that because they realized, let me try somebody else. Not this one. Not that crazy kid from Clearview Street. Let me find somebody else. You know what I mean? People are not getting beat up anymore. That's the problem. That's why everybody talking slick. Because they know nobody going to beat them up. Because everyone's like, oh my God, I don't want to go to prison. You won't go to prison if nobody that watched the fight don't snitch. Okay, what is happening? Shout out to the new people. High Sweat Fitness said first live. Oh my God. Oh, first live on time. Okay. Hey girl, hope you're having a beautiful day. I am. That man ain't gonna stop my joy. Stage 4 Endo Fighter Day by Day said, Nikki, hey girl, I missed catching a live. Glad I caught one. Thank you for being here. Hey, Mackie said, hey, Nikki, do you have a Ring camera? At least you will have him on camera stealing your packages. No, but we can't get a Ring because they have security, not security, but they have cameras on every level. And he don't even care if he there's a camera literally every 3 feet. There's a camera, right? Which is one of the reasons why we like this place. But it's like, he going to play innocent and crazy. You know, not innocent, but not crazy. He'll play innocent like he don't understand. Okay, you gonna understand something. And he's just so bold. Like the way my apartment complex is set up, you can see everything. Like you can see onto every freaking floor. So I caught him the first time. The first time I caught him, he had my freaking Farm Rio box walking to the trash. The thing about it is everything is open. Because it's LA. They don't expect it to rain. Child, we got a wake-up call this week and last week. So they don't expect it to rain. So everything is open. You can literally see everything, right? Which is why curtains are essential. So I'm like, first of all, I'm not even going to get my stuff. I'm actually going to Target. I'm doing a Target run, but I'm on my walk because I'm trying to, get snatched for the Beyonce concert that I hope I get tickets to. So anyway, I'm walking out and I see this fool with my box. And because I guess I'm so naive to certain situations because I feel so safe where I'm at, but I'm woke now. I was just like, oh, he got a Farm Rio package as well. I'm like, oh, wow. He's not I'm not the only one here that loves Farm Rio. And then I saw the apartment he was coming out of, and it was the apartment I moved out of. And I was like, wait a minute. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So I just screamed. I was like, hey, is that my package? And he turned around and was like, huh? I said, that's my package. And as soon as I said package, the box blew up and you could see the Farm Rio sign. I said, you are trying to steal my package. And I just took off running. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to me. I turned to the Jackie Joyner Kersey. I ran up on that man. And he was still frozen. That's how quick I got to him. My big behind got to him within 30 seconds. He was like, oh, I was throwing out the box. I was taking the box to the trash and throwing it. I said, why are you throwing out the box? He was like, because I was going to throw out the box and put your sandals in your mailbox. I was just like, why didn't you just take it downstairs? Leave it in front of my mailbox or leave it with management. He didn't have anything to say. So I was like, where are the sandals? If they're not in the box, where are the sandals? And he was like, well, I don't know. I think my roommate might have had them. And while he's saying that, I look at his apartment because the door was still lodged open. I look at his apartment and I see my sandals out of the packaging. I said, my sandals are right there behind you. I moved him, pushed that fool, supposed to call him something else, walked into his apartment, got my sandals, and I was like, we don't do this here. We don't steal here. I don't know who I should not have walked into that man's apartment. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. So my sister hears me screaming. And so I walk up and she's like, what is going on to you? Because she thought I was singing something. Because, not in this neighborhood. Oh, not in this apartment complex. We don't have that here. So she never thought that I was getting robbed by my neighbor. So I get in there and I tell her what's going on. We're from Philadelphia. My sister was like, oh, word. She's coming fresh from work, shook her keys and walked right down there. I got scared for the dude that I was about to beat up. I got scared for him. So she walked down there and she said the same thing. She said, I don't know where you're from, but we don't do that stealing. This is a community, a family community. She cussed him out. Only to see that fool do the same thing again. And he gonna try to play dumb like I don't know what's happening. But I'm like, I saw the delivery. So why wasn't my package where it was supposed to be? Because I saw the delivery. But that's okay. He gonna get his. Drewski said, Nikki, you're a lady. You have things to lose. I absolutely do. I think I had a super chat. Did I acknowledge that? I didn't. Hey, Daphne. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Daphne. Enough about him. He's taking up enough of our time. Naya said, you need neighbors like the ones from Tyler Perry's That Little Girl so you can fight him and they stand guard, protect your packages. See, I don't have this issue in Atlanta. Like whenever we get a delivery, my neighbor calls us and they're just like, oh, like we're not there. She's just like, oh, there's a delivery. I left it on your front porch. Let me know if you want me to take it in. It's such a community. And it's a community here. I'm not even going to say that. But that stuff didn't start happening until he moved in. Charlotte said, I don't even watch the show, but your recaps are beyond funny as always. Thank you for being you. Thank you. And I've talked about that fool long enough. Let's get in. This is the thing. I thought about that, but I gotta be real. And I know somebody might cuss me out. He's going through, he's an immigrant. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I'll beat him up. And I know he's not going to say nothing. I'm kidding. But I've done enough. I've done it the right way, right? And I'm still, because like Drewski said, I have a lot to lose. I'm still going to do the right thing. But now I'm going to apply pressure. Because before I was like, oh, it's just, something that happened. Now I'm like, oh, we got a problem. We have a problem with this dude. And the one time, that's why I think he's not on the lease, because the one time that I went to talk about him, they couldn't find him. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to get nobody evicted, but I don't want him to steal my stuff. Anyway, how are y'all doing? This episode was good. Like this season of Life at the Lockup, Life at the Lockup was good, and Life at the Lockup, I feel like they got the casting right this time. I don't know what Brittany and Marcelino are going to bring, but I'm not going to throw the whole show away because of Brittany and Marcelino, because it seems like at this point, the new Brittany and Marcelino of this franchise is Monique and Derek, and I feel like Monique and Derek just have enough toxicity that won't break our hearts, right? It's like both sides of their family, especially Derek's, it's just messy. But we don't have to worry about, and no shade to Brittany, but I'm just saying her story got so dark for me. Like when her mom was getting high and she burnt the house down because she was depressed that her ex-husband had moved on. And he was like, I moved on because she was abusive. It was just like, this is far too dark. Let's have some fun. Monique and Derek's situation with their family, like the family is problematic and ignorant, but I'm just like, at least we won't go dark. Like we'll laugh and be like, okay, now that's not right. But we won't be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go see my therapist after this episode. You know what I mean? So I feel like they have absolutely replaced Brittany and Marcelino, and the show has replaced Brittany and Marcelino with a couple that has a lot more going on and they have comedy. It's a bit lighter with this couple, and I'm okay with that. Speaking of people that I like on this freaking show, so Chevelle, I don't know who sent it to me. Thank you so much to whoever sent it to me. But Chevelle posted that she's filming something with other women from Love at the Lockup and Life at the Lockup. They're filming something, and she's saying that she's the executive producer, and I'm like, whatever it is, I said I don't care. I miss seeing you, your face on my TV, so I'm here for it. So whatever she has going on, I'm absolutely going to check it out. Tracy just told me to check Instagram. I will. I will. Hold on, Tracy. What you sending me? Is this the Larsa thing, Tracy? Oh. Oh, yes. Tracy sent it to me. Ciao. We're going to get into it on Thursday. We're going to get into it on Thursday. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Hey, Misty. How are you? We rise above it. We rise above it, Star fam. Hey, midwife. How are you? How are you? Yeah, it got way too dark. Her story got way too dark. So I'm happy to at least have, the top dogs, the top stars of this show be replaced by people who have a lot going on and are funny, but we won't anticipate them going to like such a dark place where it's just uncomfortable to watch. Like Trainwreck TV should be easily digestible and hilarious. If it's not that, it ain't Trainwreck TV. It's what was that show on A&E? I forget. It was like Addiction or something. It was about people who were like who were getting out of, who were trying to intervention. It was about people who were struggling with drug addiction, and their family was coming and giving them ultimatums, and they were, it was just a really dark thing. It was a really dark thing because half the people that went through intervention relapsed. A majority of them died, and I was just like, oh, absolutely not. This is not reality TV. This is heartbreak TV. No, I like my train wreck. Make it messy, make it chaotic, make it hilarious. Also make it real or fake it to the point where it's believable. That's a train wreck TV that I want. Let's start off with let's just get them out the way. No shade, but I'm gonna just get them. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Because I don't feel like fighting him in the comments. And y'all know who I'm talking about. So I'm gonna start off with Lindsay and Blaine. Let's start off with Lindsay and Blaine. I don't know what 9 or 20 episode deal Lindsay signed with this show, but we have to end the contract. We have got to end the contract. It's not interesting anymore. And no shade, when Lindsay was with Deontay, it was not interesting. We have got to move on. Lindsay at this point knows, like, I feel like she always knew what she was doing, but when we first met her, she was just her authentic self. Now she is like faking these storylines, but the acting is poor. So it's just not reading well for me. I can't get into it. And I'm just like, we just got to move on. I know there's another chaotic couple out there who would be great for Love at the Lockup. We have to move on. I feel like y'all just keep Lindsay and put her with other guys. It didn't work out with Deontay because their chemistry, there was none. And it just was not believable. It was very obvious that those two were put together for the show, right? So I feel like she don't really have anything at this point. And that's great, because I will say this, Lindsay looks great. She looks healthy. She looks like she's in a stable environment finally. And I love that for her. It seems like she has a really good relationship with her daughter on Instagram. I love that for her. I love that she's healthy. I love that she's stable. And I know that this is a good check, and the exposure is great for her as well. However, the storyline is just dry, because here she is sitting up there with Blaine, talking to his lawyer, and she's over here acting shocked that he has so many charges. And she's just like, oh my God, what? You did that? This is ridiculous. I had no idea. I got to get out of here. I got to go breathe And Blaine is like, what you talking about? You ain't know I had these things? And I'm like, okay. I get it, right? I get it. It's still just not interesting. Like, if this is the opening scene, I'm not interested. If this is their opener, it's just not enough to make me go, I want to see more. I don't. I don't want to see Lindsay and Blaine fighting about who's the bigger criminal. Because for Lindsay to sit up here and act surprised that Blaine got half of these charges when she is responsible for a majority of them, I'm like, did you forget about when you told us that he was your henchman? Did you forget about that? A lot of these charges are because of you. So why are you sitting here acting like you ain't a fellow felon? It's ridiculous. And it's just not believable that she's this innocent woman, right? Now, if we see Lindsay trying to mend fences or, build back the bridges she's burned in her hometown, then that would be something great for me, right? Because no shade, I got my producer cap on, and I'm thinking about storyline. I know she got a lot of enemies. I know she got a lot of hating heifers that she went to middle school and high school with who cannot stand her. Let's see her mend those relationships, right? Or let's see her, get a part-time job at Old Navy and beef with the store manager that was a girl that she bullied in high school. You know what I mean? Let's see something like that, because that'll be an interesting dynamic. But Lindsay and Blaine and just them fighting every episode, it's not interesting enough. Why? Blaine loves that girl. He's not really going to fight with her, right? When he pulled off and he was just like, well, all right, then you walk. I'm not going to pick you back up. I know he drove down to the corner and waited for her to click them big Peter Pan heels down to the end of the road and picked her up and put her in the car. It just, I'm just not interested. They got to give me something else. And even in the trailer, their story just did not look interesting to me. So I'm not here for it. We need energy. We need a partner to match Lindsay's chaotic energy. Blaine he's a even-tempered guy who will never match her energy. He will never match her energy. He's so in love with her. He will never, give her back what she's giving him. It just won't happen. And if that's not going to happen, and he is her main scene partner, we're just not going to get any good scenes with them. So I just feel like we can move on. You know what? Before we wrap up this couple, does anybody have pictures of Blaine before meth? Hear me out. I feel like, because right now, Blaine is poverty fine, right? But I feel like before meth, he would have gave an Aeropostale runway a run for its money. I feel like he got that look. It's giving very Abercrombie and Fitch, very Aeropostale plus meth. So I just need to see what that man looked like, because I feel like something is there. Because if this is what he looks like after meth, and we know that meth turns people into the crypt keeper, I need to see something. Same thing with Lindsay. I was like, she's been on meth for how long and in prison? Oh, she looks great. What did she look like before? And we saw the before pics. Mother was serving. So I need to see Blaine before the meth. I need to see, because I feel like, yeah. Let's move on. I'm so mad that my mom isn't here because I'm going to talk about this couple and she loves them. Let's move on to Justine and Mikhail. Wait, we got to talk about this. Who do you think you are? Maury Povich? Who is that? And why was his accent so hard on that? Maury Povich? What in the Yiddish grandmother? That had me on the floor. Anyway. Michael is trying to be super dad, and I'll give it to him, right? I'll give it to him trying to be super dad. But I feel like he needs the super dad first with his kids and his kids only. That I just feel like him trying to be super dad to everybody, all the kids at once, is going to cause a family friction that will be irreparable because these kids are getting older. So that leads me into Justine and Mikhail take all the kids to karate. And while they're there, Justine's kids are trying to bond with him, and her oldest asked him if he's ever been in a fight. Clearly, it was set up by production. That just did not seem like anything that she would ask him. And he was like, "Yeah, I was in a fight, and the guy that I was in the fight with stabbed me in the penis. I know you were fresh out of prison, but you want to be super dad, and you want Justine's kids to feel comfortable with you. Maybe the prison fight stories have to stay on the back burner until they get a little older." Because I was watching this like, why would you tell that lady's kids that you got stabbed in the penis? Okay, so that just makes them even more comfortable about you being married to their mother. Like, there wasn't a fight that you had in middle school that you could have brought up. Why a prison fight when you got stabbed in the penis? This is why you should have waited before you went into this full-on marriage and be a super dad and a whole super family straight out of prison. You need some time. Because he just said it and it was like, yeah, that happened. And I'm like, oh, the social skills are a little rusty. We got to get you to some therapy first, brother, because this is not a story you tell to the kids. And Justine's kids were like, okay, like what the hell were they supposed to say? This grown man telling them that he got stabbed in the penis in prison. And they're in their 30s. I mean, at this point, I don't know if they can be helped. I don't know if mid 30s, deep in them 30s. I don't know. So Justine got my heart. I'm starting to forget about her nasty attitude from the season. So she's talking to Michael, and she's basically, because she hasn't shared with her mother how her oldest daughter reacted to her being pregnant. And she says she wants to hold that because she knows how her mom is very protective over her children. And she was just like, my mom has to be like that. And my children are in this situation because I made very dumb decisions with men. And that's and led us to being here where we're at. And she just broke down crying because, it's just guilt, mom guilt, and all of those kind of things. And the reason why I realized that this was a real moment for her, because Michael was trying to talk to her and try to get her to show her face to the camera, and she did not want to do it because she was just breaking down. She was embarrassed. And she was like, I created this environment for them, this fatherless environment. I did that. And it's like, although that it takes two to tango, and it takes two parents and a village to raise a kid, moms always blame themselves, right? Especially the moms that stayed. You always blame yourself. And she got my heart. I was like, man, I forgot about your nasty attitude, because that part got me. I felt so bad for her because she was just embarrassed. And I was wondering, because on the season finale, when she had the conversation with her daughter, she didn't have any emotion. Her daughter was breaking down and she was acting so tough, like she wasn't fazed by it. But I realized that she probably cries or breaks down about the situation in her kids' lives and where she's at in life away from them, and not wanting to show her kids pain, or wanting to show her kids that she's strong and that she can handle it. But to that, I say a little vulnerability with your children goes a long way, because you don't want to raise kids that handle situations the same way as you, especially if you're raising Black kids, right? Because Black kids have grow up having to be strong immediately, because our parents had to be strong. And I like the fact that now I believe that millennial parents are allowing their kids to not be okay, to not be tough, to have a bad day. So you don't got to be strong all the time, Justine. It's okay for your babies to see you cry, right? It's okay. It's reality of life. It is the reality of life. I will say, her being a bit more vulnerable this season, it's working, because she's growing on me. She's growing on me. I like the different side that she's showing us, aside from being nasty to everyone that loves and supports her. So she goes down this road. We might have a different season. Um, I will say, even though it is apparent that this couple moved too fast and that they really do not know a lot about each other at the moment, because on Instagram they are body boot up. I will say, although I still believe they moved too fast and should not have rushed into anything, this episode, they got me. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for Justine and Michael. I'm not buying them AliExpress sneakers, but I'm rooting for them. I want them to win. I want them to win. Look out for them kids, though. Don't try to make them a family without checking in with them individually and seeing and testing out their temperature to see where they're at, right? Because it's easy with all of those kids for a lot of kids to be forgotten, and especially with the golden child coming. Look out for them babies. Look out for them babies. Let's get on to oh yeah, let's talk about Deadbeat and The Undertaker. So we open up with The Undertaker, also known as Sarah, preparing to seduce her husband in lingerie that was sponsored by Hot Topic. And she is trying to get into this sex swing and she can't get into it. So she calls him up and, in all of her Hot Topic regalia, tries to seduce him. But we see Deadbeat, also known as Sean, playing a video game. And obviously, the person on the other side of the microphone is one of his sons. So he's playing the video game and she is trying to seduce him because they haven't had sex since they had their child, because that is the narrative that they're going with, the narrative that we've seen in every sitcom. We just had a baby, so the sex life is gone. Listen, I know even if it's true, we're going by storyline at this point, and this is what they're playing into. I also think the show is playing into, because they have, or because Sean has showcased that he's a deadbeat dad, I think that this season he's going to try to repair that narrative. Smart for him. Smart for him. I hope it's the real deal, right? Because at the end of the day, you still took money away from your 10 to 12 kids. I think it's 7, 8, however many, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. You still took money from that and put it into a woman that you barely know, Destiny, who was in prison, right? You spent a lot of money on her, and we watched you take your daughter to the freaking Goodwill when she asked you for clothes to get for the first day of school. We saw that. We saw you do that. We also saw you remove yourself from your kindergarten's worth of children, right? Your daycare full worth of children. You removed yourself from the state that they are in and moved to another state to marry a felon that you were dating, when you were also dating the felon that you invested $50,000 into and not into your kids. And we also watched you play super dad to her child. We also watched your daughter cry about how terrible of a father that you have been. So now we're starting off this season with a different narrative, because Sean is like, I can't have sex with my wife because I want to be a better father to my kids by playing a video game with him and carving out that time. Great. Great. I just hope it's the truth. I just hope it's the truth, because I do not for 1 second think that your story producer wrote in the script that you have to go by that you're going to be a deadbeat. I think your story producer crafted this storyline for you after the information that you gave your story producer, after you provided these scenes, this information, these characters that were going to be in scenes with you. You gave your story producer that, and your story producer created a storyline for you. So great. You're repairing your image. Wonderful. I just hope it's the real deal. I just hope it's the real deal. Queen Kelly gonna let us know. Queen Kelly, let us know in the comment section let us know if Sean is really being this stand-up dad or if he's still a deadbeat. Let us know, sis. Um, so because Sean is being super dad and turning down Hot Topic Sarah, she decides that she says that she's doing this because she needs to do it for her daughter. Absolutely not. You are doing this to get under your husband's skin. So she decides that she's going to meet her daughter's father and let him know that he needs to be in their daughter's life. And while she's driving to go meet her daughter's father, she's just like, I didn't tell Sean about it because we like haven't been talking. Like he doesn't want to be around me, so I'm not going to tell him what I'm doing. So you're using the fact that your daughter's father abandoned her. You're using that as a reason to go meet with him, but really the reason behind this whole meeting is to get under the skin of your husband and make him jealous. I don't want this couple on my TV. I need to have fun. I don't like them. I don't like this. I finally said it. I don't like them. I don't like them. I just like, this is what you guys are putting on TV. And you want us to be like, oh my God, this is great. Keep going, girl. Girl power. Hell no. Turn that car around and go be with your damn child. Let me move on because I feel like this is a little bit something for my neighbor. And Sarah probably all of this isn't for you. But how dare you? How dare you make this scene about you? About you. So now you decided when Sean has turned down your hot topic sex, now you're like, let me go make him jealous by meeting with my daughter's father who wanted nothing to do with her, probably for good reason. If it's attached to an undertaker, get on me, but I ain't going to defend the deadbeat. So you're now using your child's abandonment as a get back to Sean. This is what they put on TV. What is there to like? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Speaking of a couple that I don't care for too much. Taylor and Chance. Let's talk about it. I will say that Taylor and Chance do not get on my nerves as much as Sean and Sarah. But I gotta say this. We gotta be real. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Sean, Chance, I apologize. I know you watch, right? And I debated if I was going to say anything because what I don't feel like is you coming in my comment section and fighting with the Star family. I will say this, Star family, if he does, don't engage. Please do not engage. Thank you guys for writing for me. But let Chance vent. It is what it is. I'm talking about his life, so I have an opinion on his life, so he can have an opinion on what I say about his life. We're going to let him live. We're going to let him breathe. So I say this, Chance. You say that I don't know the whole story. This is what you said about my review last time he was on. I don't know the whole story, and I'm making judgments about something that you did on a reality TV show. So I say this, beloved. What do you want me to say, right? When the first time we meet you on this season, you are burning through credit cards, trying to find some money because you have maxed out the credit cards and you are trying to get some money to pay some bills, right? And when your pregnant wife comes in to let you know that the light's about to get cut off, what are we doing? You dismiss her, run into the bathroom, and start trying to make some calls, right? Because there is no more money left because you have maxed out all the credit cards and you have maxed out all of your loans. So when you cussed me out the last time you was on the show, because I said, what you need to stop doing is applying for all of these loans and all of these credit cards with no freaking job because you will not have a way to pay this stuff off and you'll end up with higher interest and more to pay back and you have a child to think about. When I said that, you told me that I was just being judgmental. You couldn't believe that I was saying that, and what you knew what you were doing. You were taking care of your family, and I should not have said what I said about you. Well, baby, it seems like I was a damn prophet, because here we are. Here we are. Y'all ain't got no money and more bills than money again. And it's even worse than the last time we saw you on the TV screen. Maybe instead of cussing me and the Star family out, you should take our freaking advice. Like, I can't believe the way you read me down that we're here. I can't believe. Not you, Miss Chance. Not you. Not you. And then you refuse to help your very pregnant wife put together a crib because you scheming and scamming. But I don't know the whole story. What the hell? What more is there to know? This is what you told me. Y'all act like y'all don't know how TV works when the viewers do not react to the things you do the way that you desire. Don't put dumb stuff on TV and you will not get a visceral reaction. Put up something bright and positive. Let's show us that you're cutting up credit cards because you realize you spent too much and you want to do better. Do that. But your very pregnant wife is like, hey, stuff is about to get cut off. Also, can you help me put together the crib? And you're like, no, you got that. I'm going to go in here and try to scheme and get some more money. But we're wrong. Okay. Well, this is what you put on TV, brother. I'm not on TV scheming and scamming. That's you. But we're the problem. Okay. Should have listened. Let's move on. We did Deadbeat and The Undertaker. We did Justine and Mikhail, Lindsay and Blaine. You know what? Let's get into Amber and Puppy. This is one coupling that I have always thought was never faking nothing. These two are the real deal. Their lives are so freaking chaotic. They don't need a story producer. I would be shocked if they actually have a story producer. They don't need one. Every day is chaotic in the lives of Amber and Puppy. They don't need a story producer. This is like, what in the Dukes of Hazzard hell? They do not need any help with the storyline. It is always something going on. When I watched the trailer, the majority of the trailer was Amber and Puppy. In the trailer, when Puppy's boyfriend or fiance that's married to somebody else, child, in the trailer, he got out in a car because I think he was about to fight somebody and Puppy just pulled off. I'm telling you, that wasn't scripted. They did not write that. That is real life. Puppy just pulled off while this man is in the middle of the street. I'm surprised she didn't hit half the people that were filming them. These two don't need nothing. Every day is chaotic. Even the simplest days, chaotic. So let's talk real here, ladies and gents. Let's talk real here. Amber is dealing with depression because of the procedure that she got last season, right? And again, Amber, thank you for being so vulnerable and so honest and showing the real deal of the lives of women who make this decision, right? But Mother is spiraling. Her heart is broken. Her heart is broken. You could tell it wasn't something that she wanted to do, but something that she felt like she had to do. And I feel like the guilt is eating her alive because she's saying that, you know, she's been severely depressed since her procedure. And she has just, you know, started drinking again, making excuses for the drinking. And I'm like, if you felt that your body was not healthy enough to hold a baby because of the drinking, why are you doing it again, right? And I felt like in her explanation, she knew, but she just, but the girl is sad. She's heartbroken. She's depressed. She's dealing with a lot, and she's in an unhealthy relationship, right? So I will say this. I think Amber made that decision to get that procedure last season, absolutely because of her health, but I also think because of the relationship that she's in. This relationship is not healthy. This relationship is not healthy. So we open up with her just battling that and just letting us know, being very open and honest about how she's been dealing with with the decision that she made, and that it's not really working out well for her. She's depressed. She's overeating. She's over drinking, even though it's not good for her. She's making excuses, but she knows. She even tells us, right? But she's just like, I'm sad. I'm sad, and I don't want to go back to using. So she's drinking. Raw. This woman is so raw. I'm like, I'm thankful, but I just want her. I want Amber to get her happy ending. I want that for her so badly because she wants that. But her environment is so sick. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It has been raining so much in LA that the plants that are on my balcony, it was on my balcony. The apartment put them there. They are growing out of control because I guess, though we didn't prepare for all this rain. So they're growing out of control. I just looked over. This thing is growing over my railing. What the what the? It's always something to me with this place. Anyway, I'm sorry, it just caught my eye. I'm like, this thing is it wasn't like that yesterday. Every day it gets bigger and bigger. It was supposed to be a flower. It's a damn tree, guys. It's a damn tree. Anyway, so Puppy and Amber are catching up at the ball. Amber calls her boyfriend because I think TC. She calls him because she's been drinking and she can't drive or whatever. How the hell did she get there? Maybe that was storyline. But anyway, she's like, I need to get picked up. So he calls her and he responds. And he's just like, okay, I'll come to get you. And he heard Puppy's voice, and Puppy said, oh, I don't need to stay over, so don't worry, like in a joking way. He got upset because he don't like Puppy. So he comes to pick up Amber, and Puppy apologizes to him. I hate the fact that Puppy had to apologize for that moment, right? Because Amber was dead wrong. Amber was dead wrong. Puppy confronted Amber away from everybody and was like, why did you call? What I'm about to say is so ghetto, but just follow me because this is their life. Why did you call my fiance's wife about my engagement? Like, you just made my already messed up situation even harder. And instead of Amber being like, oops, my bad, I thought that I was helping, I'm sorry, friend, she gets mad at Puppy and chokes her out, right? She escalated the situation in TC's place in front of his children. So for TC to take the stance that Puppy is the problem because when you're around Amber, she's not like that. I'm like, did you see the situation? It was Amber that went after Puppy. What Puppy said made sense to well, as much sense as it could make. I still feel like she was in the right in that situation. So for Puppy to keep on apologizing and being like, oh, I'm good, I'm a good person or whatever, I just didn't like that because I'm just like, they two sides of the same coin, right? They cut from the same cloth. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm like, so why the hell is she apologizing when Amber was the aggressor in that situation? And I don't like how he mistreats her or looks down on her. When can we be real, TC? I feel like if we do one little Google search, your rap sheet is going to come up. Because no shade, bro, the way you look, and they say never judge a book by its cover. But I feel like you've been in prison you just got the look. You got the prison biker gang look. You know what I mean? You have done some felonious things. You might have not got caught, but you on that felon level. Because if you're not felonious, why the hell is Amber attractive to you? Why after Amber choked out her a prison lover in your kitchen in front of your kids are you still with her? Right? Birds of a feather flock together. So you're no better. Oh, I like that. Birds of a feather flock together. So you're no better. You tacky heifer. I went too far. I'm going to figure it out. But I just feel like you're no better. So why are you sitting up taking this stance that you don't like Puppy and her fiance, her married fiance? You're no better. You are no better. Let's get to the juice of this situation, of their scene. Baby. So Amber gets home with TC, and she's just like, Puppy just feels like you do not like her. And he was like, I don't like Puppy. I do like Puppy, but it's just, I just, it's just some things that she does that I don't want you to be associated with. And I agree with that, right? And then he said, yeah, because, you told me that they're dealing drugs, and I just don't want you around people like that. Baby, this was real. I'm telling you, Amber and Puppy's life is so chaotic, they don't got to fake nothing. When he said that, Amber was like, what? And he was like, yeah, they sell drugs. And she was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you told me that they're drug dealers. And she was like, I never said that. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, that's what you said. That's why I don't like you hanging around with them, because they deal drugs and I just don't want you around those people. Listen, good boyfriend move, right? But you're on camera. So then when he said it again, Amber was just like, get this off of me. I'm done. Get out. I don't want to film. And he's standing there like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm done. I didn't say that to you. You're lying. I did not say that to you. And then she starts taking off her mic and everything. And she's telling everybody to get the F out. And then as she's taking off her mic, she turns around to TC and she's just like, I'm not putting people back in prison. I was like, wait a minute. So Puppy and her Hot Topic manager boyfriend are selling cocaine or dope, whatever it is, drugs. They selling drugs. So I'm like, Amber, your reaction is confirming that they're currently dealing drugs. So that's why Amber was just like, get this off of me. I don't want to talk. Shut this scene down, because this scene could be used against Puppy and her boyfriend and put them back in prison. So she got so upset. She was like, I did not say that to you. You're trying to put people in prison. He was like, yes, you did. So they start fighting. And then he's just like, well, you could get the F out. And she was like, I'm not getting the F out of nothing that I pay for. Put me out. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, girl, I want better for you. You need a better situation. I don't ever want you off of reality TV, though, girl. Your life is filmable. You have a filmable life. I'm telling you, if Ben Affleck and A24 get a hold of Amber, she is going to take over Hollywood. She has stories. She is a character. And the people in her life, characters. Like Shameless 3.0. She has a story to tell, and the people in her life have stories as well. But baby, this scene was real. Amber was like, oh, I'm not getting my friend locked up. And I will say this about TC, right? Although he's Mr. Hoity-toity, we seen the car you drive. Sit down. I gotta give it to him. I don't think that he knew the impact of what happened in that moment when he said that, because he just did not pick up on the fact that Amber was like, I never said that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's giving him the eyes, and he's like, no, you told me that they deal drugs. And I'm like, TC, you got to pick up what she's putting down. Where the hell are your social cues? She's telling you to shut up. Poor thing. I want better for her. I want her to be in a better relationship. TC does nice things sometimes, but I don't think he's good for her. And I love the fact that she was like, you're not putting me out of nothing. I pay bills here. You're not putting me out of nothing. That's right, girl. That's right, girl. Let's end with the Jay-Z and Beyonce of the franchise. Derek and Monique. Like I said before, I don't believe that these two are actually back together. I think they're doing this for the show, and I don't mind, right? Because like I said, they're interesting. Their families are interesting. They're going to give us a good show and a good time. So I'm here for it. I'm also, and I hate to say it, I'm also here for Derek's sisters. Here is why I hate to say that I'm here for them. They are so problematic. But they are just like so chaotic and ghetto and fun. I just enjoy watching them, because when one sister, she was talking, the sister with the baby hairs that pass her eyebrows, oh my God. She was talking and she was just like, I'm a woman. And as a woman, we don't do this. And Derek's older sister, the taller one, she was like, I'm a woman too. I love them. I hate to say it. I love it. She was like, I'm a woman too. Like, I'm right here. A woman. Yes. was like, I'm a woman too. That's right. Yeah, woman. I'm like, that's right, sis. I hate that I love them problematic sisters. Oh, I hate it because they're wrong. I do not like the fat jokes that they make about Monique. Like that rubs me the wrong way. They're extremely fat phobic, and that's why I hate that when I see them, I'm like, oh, we're about to have some mess. They're just good TV. Unfortunately, they are good TV. But we see them when Derek is trying to buy lingerie for Monique because he cheated on her. This is why I don't believe that they're together, right? Because Monique is like, he cheated on me, like 7 days after he got out of prison. And I'm like, wait a minute. All that stuff that we saw of you two was not a week's worth of footage. If that is a week's worth of footage, this show needs to invest in them. My God, today, they gave us all of that in 7 days. Y'all better invest in them. Blow their pockets up. Don't let another network catch up on them. Anyway, so she's just like, he cheated on me and, he's trying to win me back or whatever. But I'm like, he already won you back. He's buying you lingerie. He's calling you and telling you all the sexual stuff that he's going to do to you. And you like, yes, daddy. He got you back. So what is the wooing that he has to do? He already has you back. You're taking his calls. Even your sister was trying to get on you and you were like, no, this is what I'm doing. So like, you're together. He doesn't have to woo you back because you're not going to, you probably didn't even leave. Before I move on, I want to say this. Monique, and it probably doesn't bother you, but when you guys come back next season, you're going to have to, talk about your storyline during the season break. And I think one of the things you need to talk about is that Derek needs another nickname for you. Him calling you Big Mama, I just feel like it doesn't work. Why? Because this show not only plays on your height difference, they play on your size difference, right? And that is something that Derek's sisters also, use as a way to dig at you. So him calling you Big Mama, in my opinion, is not helping the situation. Can he just call you baby, babe? Like, why he got to call you Big Mama? And it also doesn't bode well for your storyline because you do act like a mother to him. Like Derek is like, your relationship is a Black single mom who is exhausted dealing with her rambunctious toddler with silver teeth. That is the relationship that you guys have. So him calling you Big Mama, it doesn't help. Sorry. He got to find another name, another nickname for you, girl. It probably won't happen this season because the season is already locked and loaded in. But next season, he got to find another name for you. So that's pretty much, we just got the intro of them. And I will say this, from all of the reality TV I've watched, especially in ensemble cast, when we meet you and there is nothing, not saying that there's nothing chaotic going on, but when we meet you and there is several buildups, right? Several like introductions into characters and just playbacks of what we've missed to catch us up to now, which is the first episode. You about to give us a freaking season, because this show caught us up on all of the characters within Monique and Derek's storyline to get us here, because the next episode and the next episode after that, we about to be eating off of this little coupling right here. The way they set this up was to let us know, stay focused, a lot is about to happen, and I'm here for it. That's all I wanted to say about this episode. What do you guys think? Let's get into the comments. Hey, let's get into the comments. You know what? Let me get my super chats first, and then I'll get into you guys' comments. All Day Finesse, thank you for the super chat. All Day Finesse said, you see how quick Amber cut up when her man was fitting to spill tea, that she spilled tea to him? Yes, I couldn't believe that he brought the pillow talk to the cameras. LMAO, no, Amber, don't act up now, sis. But I don't blame her. That was pillow talk. She was like, "What you talking about?" I ain't say that to you. And I'm like, "Oh, girl, you absolutely did. You absolutely did." So Steph, thank you for the super chat. So Steph said, Amber done ran her mouth. Now she don't want her man to spill the tea. If Amber would just be herself, she would be happier. Two masculine energies are clashing. I also think that she is trying to fit into um, a box to be accepted by TC. But I'm like, Amber, who the hell is TC? Who the hell is TC? TC gives me conservative felon who just got saved, right? And I say that because people like that become very judgmental, forget where they were not too long ago, and start looking down on people who were just in a situation that they were fortunate to get out of. That's what he gives me. That's what he gives me. And I feel like Amber is trying to fit in that box. I feel like she's overlooked a lot of things that he has said about the people in her life because she feels like he is a good match for her on the road, the straight and narrow road. But I feel like I don't think he's a good fit for her. I don't think he's a good fit for her. I will say he's probably better than some of the men that she has dated right out of prison because we've seen the men she's brought on this show. But girl, it will be better for you to be single. I don't think he's a good fit. I do not think that TC is a good partner for Amber. Lee Pepper said Amber and Puppy are better together. Let them sorry men go. As soon as Amber, says Puppy, let's be in a relationship, Puppy will get rid of her married fiance. She absolutely will. I believe that she ran into that relationship with him to make to make Amber jealous. Amber never became jealous, so now Puppy is stuck. But I feel like if Amber says, "Let's go, let me and you be together," she would do it. But unfortunately for Puppy, Amber was alert. Yes, I watched a lot of Netflix prison shows. Lured means lesbian until release date, right? So I feel like they crafted a relationship where Puppy thought that the relationship would transfer into the real world outside of prison. But for Amber, it was a relationship because she needed some hope, right? Some joy, something to hold on to get her through to the next day, right? And we all go through that. Not, like even if you're not incarcerated, we all need a little crush, right? Or something that involves somebody else to help make the next day better. Because we all know we've worked at jobs that we've hated, right? As soon as we get a little crush or a work husband, all of a sudden we don't hate that job so much, right? All of a sudden, when it's 5 p.m., you're like, oh my goodness, it's 5 o'clock. Oh, it's time to go, right? But before that, it was 12 p.m. and you was just like, okay, so I just had lunch, right? So I got about 3 more hours to go before I can start to shut down this computer and not take any more calls. Like that's how you were. And then you got your crush, and all of a sudden, the days got a little brighter at that job. I think that's what Puppy was for Amber, right? And I feel like Puppy is hoping that at some point Amber will want to be with her, but I just don't. I feel like, Amber is alert. I feel like she got out of prison and she was just like, well, I'm straight now. I don't want to do those things anymore. So I just feel like she's just holding on to something that's never going to happen. But if Amber ever gave her the go ahead, she'd be down. She'd be down. So Steph said, bootleg Brad Pitt's cousin could never come for me and my good credit. Ciao. Oh, he went. First of all, one of y'all told me. I was like, Nikki, chances in the comment section that he is going off. And I was like, what? I went to that video and I was just like, oh, Lord. And like, he was so heated. He was writing paragraphs, but he was responding to himself. He did not even wait for anybody else to say anything. But I'm like, dude, all I'm doing is talking about what you put on TV. This is my only thing with reality TV stars. I am always on the side of reality TV stars until we get to here. And here is when you all of a sudden want to blame production or the people, the fan base, the viewers, the people watching for something stupid that you did on TV. Like all of a sudden it's, well, you didn't see the other stuff that happened. Baby, it's a TV show. I'm gonna see what they show me, right? And as and being somebody who knows how reality TV works, there is nothing on this show that we've seen that you haven't seen first. So you should have took it up with them before it got to network TV. Now it's here, and now we're having a discussion about it. So now, and I think a lot of them do that because they think that the viewers are going to have one reaction, like Giselle on The Real Housewives of Potomac. She let that storyline with Chris being a predator, she let it play out because she thought that we would have a different reaction. When the viewers were like, hell no, this is evil, all of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry, let's move on. Absolutely not. You did something, you affected people's lives, and they have the right to comment on your actions and also be upset and not move on. That's my only thing with reality TV stars. Y'all see the footage, y'all perform in the scene, see the footage, then when it hits the viewers, all of a sudden you're being bullied. All of a sudden, oh, there's more to the story. There usually is. I will give you that. But baby, what the hell is there more to show or say when you are literally calling credit card companies trying to get more money because you've maxed out the credit cards that we, the viewers, told you not to sign up for in the first damn place? What more do we need to see? We literally watched you tell your pregnant wife, she about to give birth to the baby right then and there. You're literally telling her, put that crib together yourself. I got to handle something else. But there's more to the story. You said that. You did that. What else is happening? Unless there's a deep fake character on this show also playing you, then I don't think you have a leg to stand on. I don't think you have a leg to stand on. Miss Tia said, while he is hiding and lying about taking a shower, I have never enjoyed Chance and Ditzy. Their segments are awful to watch. I do get upset, right, with Taylor because I feel like she knows a lot of stuff, but she just lets a lot of stuff go. We haven't seen the kids, and I hope we continue to not see her children because I don't like how her children react to this environment that they're in. So I think that's a smart move to not, if we don't see the children. I think that's a very, very smart move. She absolutely will be with the newborn. With the newborn. Marvina said, I wish Sean had said, I am playing the game with my son. Me too. But I just think that he probably did and it was cut out, but I think he said his kid's name like we're supposed to know. Like, you got a lot of them, buddy. You gotta say, this is my child. Hey, Misty. Misty said, Justine is so annoying. Fake crying just so Michael can tell the whole world he's gonna take care of her. She's too much. Josie said, Mike's comment about being stabbed in his junk was so inappropriate. I want to know the story behind it though. Same. I was like, go into detail in your confessional. Marvina said Nikki Mama would do that. Nikki Mama would do that. Make Daddy stop the car, get out, and made us. Nikki Mama would do that. Make Daddy stop the car, get out, and make us kids get out. We wasn't mad at him. We didn't know why we had to walk. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Miss Tia said, Derek's family is a mess, but also foolish. LOL. When the sister laid down, pretended to be hit. She's like, oh my God, you hit me with the cord. I love them. I love their chaotic city girl energy. I love it. Miss Tia said, Lindsay can go. We don't care about the storyline. It's just not interesting. Oh yeah, she did get her teeth fixed. Like, listen, she got Blaine some teeth too because Blaine didn't have no teeth. Now he's smiling all over the place. So good for them. I'm glad that they're in a good place. It's just not interesting. It's just not interesting. Yeah, and even Lindsay was just like, I left Deontay to be with you. And I'm like, please don't bring Deontay into this. Like, I like Deontay. Deontay is good TV. Not in this situation with Lindsay. Not in this situation with Lindsay. They weren't a good fit, and we never believed it. Never believed it. OMG! Yes! He looks just like him. Now I will never be able to get that out. Oh, you're wrong, Marvita. You're wrong. Oh, goodness. What, like, they have so, I know they have so much to tell us. Why won't they bring them back? I don't understand. Great grandmother. Ain't that something, Josie? Great grandmother. That woman can't get a break. He was one of her henchmen, Nicole. He was one of her henchmen. And she's over here shocked at his charges. Half of them were because of you. A majority of them were probably because of you. Nicole also said, and now we know where her daughter can't walk in heels because neither can her mama. And they were them big rock dog heels. Remember them? Remember them rock dog? Isn't it called rock dog? It's something with a dog. Hold on. Isn't it rock dog heels? I used to love them back in the day. They had the most comfortable retail shoes. I call them retail shoes because they were cute and I needed black shoes to work at Macy's and I got them and they were so cute. Yeah, Rocket Dog. Yeah. Rocket Dog. She is wearing the Rocket Dog boots. Oh, that took me back. That took me back. I know. Y'all said that they're in Nigeria. I need them. I need them back. Tracy said, stop the bus. The Star family, please like and share and subscribe to the best live reviews on YouTube. Amen. I know that's right. Listen, I'm sorry for I think right now he's poverty fine. Well, not now since y'all told me he looked like Jeffrey freaking Dahmer. But before that, I feel like he was fine. Like middle upper class fine. I feel like he was just, even working class fine. That because working class fine is another kind of fine. Don't working class people be making some beautiful children. Anyway, I feel like he was finer than that. Because if this is what he looks like at the meth, I need a before. I need a before. Oh, I love it, Midwife K. Here is why. Because Midwife K said, I'm kind of over Justine and Michael in the matching fits. Here is why I love it. Because it's so corny, adorable. Like, they match down to the T. You know how hard that is? They probably have to both shop in the same section as City Trends to get their outfits to, coordinate. I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that this is Michael's idea. I love it. I'm trying to get some other comments. Yes, it sure did, Vixie. Thank you for catching that. Talking about Justine and Michael. The karate scene, she said it, and that scene happened before they went for ice cream because I was confused last week. Like, what kind of outfits are they wearing? Absolutely. The ice cream scene happened after they went to karate because I was just like, why is Michael in this outfit? Did he remember in my review I was like, did he do a daddy son karate class and we just didn't see it? If that's the case, I would love to have seen it, but I didn't know that they were going to show it for this scene. So this is the thing. A lot of this stuff is like filmed in sequence but edited out of sequence. So we're seeing stuff that's was first filmed later in the season. It, just so the story can make sense. But I mean, I feel like the continuity person who worked on the last episode, the season finale of Love After Lockup and Life After Lockup, I feel like if too many people catch it, they're going to be in trouble because that's sloppy. That is sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Marvina said, I hope Justine and Michael put effort in for all of those children. I hope so, but we have to be honest. It might not happen. Here is why. It's not that they don't love all their children. Those are a lot of kids. Those are a lot of kids to tend to. So when you have such a large amount of children, somebody gonna get overlooked, even if that's not your intention, right? I don't think that any parent who has a lot of kids that that's their intention. But and you know the reason why I say this, I always got a story behind something. Turning to my grandmother, I was watching a documentary about the Dugars, and a lot of women who were in that faith were talking about it after the documentary. They were talking about it on Twitter, and a lot of girls who used to be in that faith, I think they're Mormons, who got out of the faith, were talking about how their childhood was cut short because their parents had so many kids that they went from being a kid to like a second mom to like being a helper. And one girl was talking about how her parents actually went to go see the Duggars or whatever, to go see them speak. And she was just like, while my parents went in to speak, I went into the section where the younger children were, because they brought their kids. But I was in the section with the younger children were, and the Dugar daughters were there. And she was just like, it was so sad because all of the young girls were so stressed out because we were really young girls, but we were like second moms. Like, she was like, we were all holding some kind of baby, trying to watch a toddler. And she's like, we're kids. But because there's so many kids, and it's only on the daughters, when we get to a certain age, all of a sudden we're not children anymore. Now we're young wives. It was just so sad. And that's like, and I've just always thought about that. Like, how are you able to parent so many children without somebody falling through the cracks? I don't know if they're able to do it. Like, and you got to think about them now. They have to make money, right? Well, they're making money doing a lot of hosting. So who's watching them eight children, or seven, but eight? Number eight is in the belly. Who's taking care of all them kids while you're doing your hosting, your club hosting, and all of that stuff? Like, unfortunately, somebody gonna get left behind, and that's just a sad reality. That is just a sad reality. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Shancy. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yes, Marvina, please hit the like for Nikki. Thank you so much. Um, Buddha 1000 said that Sarah is finally seeing what Kelly was trying to tell her about. Yep. Yep. But you talk about she's jealous. Girl, she's telling you that this was my life, but you ain't want to listen. You ain't want to listen. So Steph said, Sarah don't work, got a husband and a baby. She needs to be happy because Miss Mama just got out for murder and has no resources, plus another child. And it seems like Sean is taking care of her very well. He had all his other kids in Vegas in an apartment. And it wasn't given 4 and 5 bedroom apartment. It was given one bedroom, and it looked like that living room was being used for a bedroom. That's what he had all his kids. But he got Sarah, her daughter, and their child in a 2-story home. But he's trying to be a good father this season. So Josie said last season Sean was underneath people's videos defending himself. So I'm not surprised he's trying to mend his image. Listen, hopefully he's taking people's advice and doing better, but I see the scam. Blue Jay said it's crazy that Sean left 6 kids who were 6 versions of you for something that wasn't official. Yikes. Yep. Absolutely. If there's not a Love at the Lockup Kids edition, absolutely there's going to be some kind of tell-all book. Absolutely. I don't think she has a job. I don't think she has a job at all. When he said that, I was like, Taylor, put him out. Turn off all these lights. Is this what the light bill is? I wish a man that I gave my womb And anus, let's be real. Remember, he put her in the hospital. He put her in the hospital because they was going from coochie to anus and she got a little virus. Ugh. Gave my coochie and anus to. Well, look me in the face while I'm carrying his child and tell me to turn the damn lights off because the electric bill is too expensive. What? Ciao, 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 ciao. Look, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let the show play out because I want to be fair. I don't want to judge people by what they show me on the TV show. Even though you acted in that scene, the director said action, and you did the scene. You did that scene, but I'm the problem. per, per. I said, stop filling out them applications for them loans and them credit cards. You don't have a job, and the job that you got does not seem stable, brother. But you want to get that car. You want to get all them credit cards, and now you want to take a loan out on a home. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Blue Jay said, I believe there's an ambiguous story. I believe there are ambiguous storylines that can twist or even lies. But some storylines just tell the painful, obvious truth, i.e., Amber and Puppy. I believe it. Naya said, no edit in the world could make it unreal that you're maxing out credit cards and not paying bills. Yep. But we're the problem. What the hell happened to her? Right? After No More Sheets, No More Mind. What happened? Ooh. Marvina said Taylor is from Modane. Modane. Michigan. That's the show me state, right? Ain't that the show me state? That's the show me state. She shouldn't believe anything he says. She shouldn't. She shouldn't. Nicole said, I was with Puppy about her mom and Amber something there. Paralong. I think what you're trying to say is that, you know, how Amber, Puppy's mom let Amber live in her home rent free. Yep. I remember that. See, I ain't want to say it. I ain't want to say it. I feel like that. And I feel like that felon got a thin blue line sticker on his car. That's what I get from him. That's what I get from him. Coco T said, I just want Taylor to wake up. Me too. It gets to a point where it's not funny that half away baby voice is irking me. Ma'am, you have 4 children, and the youngest will get chance together whenever he disrespects her mama. She can't be a child because she protected her mother. She said, I didn't say that. What you talk about? I was like, oh, Amber, you are in trouble. She does. I will say, Puppy and Lindsay look very healthy. Very, very healthy. Proud of them. Proud of them. Naya said, going from saying the doctor was concerned about your liver to taking down liquor, almost a whole episode was sad to see. She's clearly depressed. Absolutely. But I'm telling you guys, I also think that part of the decision was the father of that child. Sometimes this is the thing. Women, we may not say it, but in our actions, we show that we know our relationship isn't healthy. But for some reason, either it's provision or the fact that you look like a great couple and everybody says that this is where you should stay, and for some reason we stay in relationships that is not healthy for us. But we make decisions that let you know this isn't healthy, right? Like them women who be in relationships and all of a sudden it's just like, you know what, let me get a separate account that he don't know about. Let me just stash something away. Let me just do a little something like that. But why are you doing that? Because you know this is something you shouldn't be in. I will say this, even if it's something you should be in, ladies, You know what I told you what my grandmama said, have another account. But you know what I'm saying? You start making moves and decisions, and it's just like, girl, this isn't good. This isn't good, but you'll stay. Like we stay for so many wrong reasons. I hate the fact that we are not rolling stones like men. Like women, we just stay put. And I'm like, leave, cheat back, throw some grits on them. We gotta do better. I feel like what has happened to women is that we went from like our grandmothers, we got to be honest, our grandmothers and our great grandmothers killing our grandfathers to just like not doing anything. And the reason why I say this, because if you watch the IG channel or Oxygen, let me tell you something. Them grandmothers in the 50s and the 60s, absolutely, they were oppressed. Absolutely, those men were doing everything and anything to them. But let me tell you something. A lot of the grannies was getting their lick back and burying the men in the backyard. And this is how you know that your grandmother didn't kill a partner. Here is how you know. If you or your kids or anybody is in the back playing or wanting to put something together and she keep on looking and telling you to stay away from certain places, her boyfriend's buried there. Your grandfather that everybody called the Rolling Stone said that he's cheating and he got another family in Missouri. No, he's in the backyard. They was killing them back in the day. And because we didn't have, the stuff that we have now, like DNA testing and all of that stuff, it was really easy to get away with killing people. Why are we here? I just said all that to say, maybe we should find a medium. Women today need to find a happy medium. We got solved. We got solved. The new Miss Johnson said Amber should have gotten a second opinion, and TC is so judgmental, he probably will make her feel worse. I don't think she wanted a second opinion. I'm telling you, I feel like her health was a concern. I think it was also her partner. I think she knew that having a child with him was not a smart decision. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Miss GG88 said, I need Amber to take a break from TV and get some help. It's sad to watch. I agree. We know where he was at. He better lock that Facebook down. Oh my God, yes, see. That's what it is. It's terrifying. Every day I have to move my patio furniture because that thing is out of control. Out of control. Hey, Josie. Josie said TC is laying down with Amber, but has this attitude that like she's beneath him. Absolutely. He needs to get over himself. Y'all are in the same league. If anything, she's better off. She's better off. She put him on. When he met her, she had a TV show. What the hell he have? Amber, know your worth. Know who you are. Absolutely. He went off script and she was like, hell no. Hell no. Hey, Dion. Dion says she never should have told her Blue Lives Matter boyfriend street business in the first place. That pillow talk. That's what happened. Because she never told him that on camera. Naya said, Derek and Monique are giving me all the fun mess I need at the Chevelle and Coy line. Yep. Miss Gigi said, I enjoy Monique and Derek. We need more couples that are light and fun to watch. Absolutely. Hey, Mock Reviews. Mock Reviews said, hey, y'all, I think TC did know exactly what he was doing. He wants Puppy to get arrested so Amber can't hang out with her. That is a great perspective. And you're probably right. Oh, you're probably right. Chris W said Elizabeth is too much biological male. Elizabeth is. Oh, no, forgive me for clicking on that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot Derek's sister's name. Absolutely not, Chris. We're not doing that here. We are not doing that here. Midwife K said, I like the sisters more than Monique and Derek. I like them. I love them problematic sisters. I really, really do. I love Derek's sisters. Elizabeth too. Elizabeth, Derek's sister, is a star. I just want her to get it together. I want her to not be as problematic. Blue Jay said, I wonder how much TC dislike for Puppy goes because even brothers of the Confederate can keep going. So he must have an agenda to get her and the Hot Topic boyfriend under the jail. I think so too. Me too. They're funny. They're just naturally funny. I'm a woman too. They have. Listen, this WeTV invest in them. Invest in them. NTR said, now if Love with the Lockup verse want to expand, I watch I'm a Real Woman makeover. Me too. Me too. Monique love a bodycon. Let me tell you, she love a bodycon and a booty short. Work. Missy, I hate that. Like, Big Mama, what? I don't know. And somebody said Norbit. Like, that's where your mind goes. He needs to call her something else. She know how to lay a wig. And she has her signature lipstick look. Listen, she know what she doing. Monique, ooh, if you're watching, get a wig line. Like, you have great representation on the show. Your wigs don't move. What lace? Start a wig line. And that's weird. Like, you calling your grandmother Big Mama makes sense because that's what we do in our community, right? But why are you also calling your girlfriend that you're having sex with Big Mama as well? I don't like it, Derek. I don't like it. And I don't believe it for 1 second. Because I'm telling you, I do not think that they were together. I think that that is storyline. I do not think that Monique is pregnant. I do not think Monique is pregnant at all. Listen, it bees like that. Yes, let's get the likes up. Mock Review said, I remember that. Chance made a fool of himself showing up in the comments here. What he said didn't make any sense. I just confirmed how slow I already thought he was. Ciao. The girl with the guy's name, Biz Betty on a budget work, said Taylor seen his ego in the bathroom with the camera crew. And still sat there and put that crib together. Absolutely not. I would have been like, help me with this crib. Absolutely not. Tracy said, Star Family, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, NikkiStar at Home. Thank you. Do y'all remember them? They were the best retail shoes ever. The best retail shoes. Miss Tia said, I feel like Taylor's intuition is telling her to run, but she's trying to stick with him for a sense of family, but she was better off without him. I also think she is trying to stick with him because as a woman, she feels like her life is better with a man by her side or in front of her. I feel like she wants to be able to fall back on some things. I think she wants to be, if she's not already, a stay-at-home mom and have a man take care of everything. I think she has a very, old school traditional. What the hell was that? Wait a minute. The only ghost in here is the Holy Ghost. Let's not play. I think she wants a traditional, old school traditional kind of life. And I feel like Chance will tell her that he can give her that without actually giving her that. And I think she'll just stay along and believe his lies or, what his desires and not actually have that. But think that she's better off in a relationship than out of one, right? Because, the saying, bad love is better than no love at all. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Be single and happy, mama. Misty said he was probably a teenager when he started meth. Couldn't be fine as a skinny teenager. Just a cute kid. Probably. They shop at City Trends. And they get their sneakers from Chic. Isn't that what they're called? Chic shoes? And there's nothing wrong with them. They be having some good sneakers, but that's where they go. They buy their sweatsuits from City Trends and then they go over to Chic Shoes and get their sneakers. Um, they are. They are a ghetto love story. It does. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. Miss Tia said Michael's mom coming to give the kids hugs and plucking hair. She comes to visit the kids. Toothbrushes go missing. She's going to make sure the kids he are raising are his bio kids. And I'm just like, for what? You know, the mothers always think that their kids are the prize. Your son is fresh out of prison. Girl, Josie said these parents are irresponsible. That's how they get these kids victimized. Too many children, not enough supervision. Absolutely. Mock Review said, talking about the Dugars, that's how those girls are groomed to be mothers at a young age. Yep. Most of the girls get married and pregnant at like 18, 19, or 20. They've been mothering their younger siblings for years already. Yep. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie said, I caught it live. I love watching you. Thank you. I laugh when you talk because you look so much younger, 20, early 30s, than you talk back in the day. You can't tell by now that my grandmother was my babysitter. Definitely love Mama Star. My age range 50. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Lisa said, greetings all. Just made it. Hi, NikkiStar. Hi, Star fam. Hey, sis. Oh, Missouri. What did I say? Michigan. Missouri. I'm sorry. I knew I was wrong, though. It didn't sound right saying that Michigan was a show me state. Isn't Michigan Motown? Or is that Detroit? Missouri, show me. That makes sense. I want to go to Missouri just because it's called the show me state. Is there anything fun to do there? Can I go? It'd be okay. Oh my goodness. Hey, Denard, how are you? How are you? True. I think everybody together is really, really good. But Derek's sisters take it to another level. Take it to another level. Missy said TC is definitely pro-life. I believe even though he didn't want more kids, he resents her. That's why she's suppressed. Let's break that down, right? Because I do believe that he's pro-life and I do believe he's making her feel bad about the decision that they made. Let me tell you something. He is pro-life on paper. He is pro-life on paper. That man was relieved she made that decision because not only did he not want more children, he did not want a child with her. It's cap. He is capping. All of them pro-lifers are like that, right? Well, not all, because I don't want to get into nothing. But as somebody who grew up in church with a lot of pro-life people, everybody pro-life till it happened to them. Till it happened to them. And it's not all pro-life people, but I'm just saying, from my experience, and from what I have seen, seems like a lot of people who say that they're pro-life are pro-life until it happens to them. I guarantee you that he is Mr. Pro-life on paper, but I guarantee you he made sure she did what she needed to do. And he made sure that he was absent when she was going to get her procedure on camera so that it could look like he wasn't okay with it. But he was being supportive of his partner's decision. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. He absolutely made sure that woman made that decision because he didn't want more kids and he didn't want a child with her. And Amber knew that. Amber knew that. Shonda said, thanks everyone for joining at NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Yes, Star fam. And get the likes up. I'm going to do 2 more and then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to let y'all go. I know it's late for you guys over there on the East Coast. Sorry. Jasmine said, Monique said she loves when he calls her Big Mama. Girl, get up. Stand up. Bubbles and Vibes said, didn't Amy Slayton have to lose weight to have kids? I don't think Monique can even get pregnant. Oh, she can. She was. She can. I don't know how believable that is. I think that is for the individuals. I don't think it's an understanding across lines for every human being because didn't a girl on 1,000-pound sisters just have a baby? I think so. Hey Tia Via, what's up? Blue Jay said if they wanted to have cast to comment on the show, I think they should have characters like Derek's sisters, entertaining, witty, and they play off of each other well. Listen, Derek's sisters could absolutely go far. The fat phobia gotta go. They will not go far with that. They have got to find something else to drag Monique about. But that is not going to work because they have a great fighting dynamic with Monique. The fat phobia, it won't work. Mock Review said TC told the producers and her that he didn't want any more kids on camera. Yes, but when Amber was going to get her procedure, he was absent. Remember, Amber was just like, I can't find TC. Like, what's going on? And I felt like that was him playing into the narrative that he's pro-life, right? I felt like that wasn't for her. That was for him to look a certain way so that she can look like the bad guy. Listen. Nope. Ah! Absolutely. Absolute. Come on. Come on, Lisa. Come on. Like, get out of here. It's all manipulation. It's all a manipulation. Oh, she did. She had to lose a lot of weight to get pregnant. See, I don't watch that show because I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. No more Married at First Sight. Absolutely not. I'm going to do my Married at First live, my first, unfortunately, Married at First Sight live tomorrow. No, Wednesday. No, Thursday. I want to do a Thursday with my review for The Real Housewives of Miami. Yeah, that's going to be Thursday. Wednesday, I have to catch. I haven't watched The Bachelor. That's why I didn't do a live today. Sorry. I want to catch up on The Bachelor today, and then I'm going to watch Real Housewives of New Jersey. So we'll talk about those two tomorrow. Oh, 90 Day Fiance. Why did I forget that one? Ciao, and I'll do 90 Day Fiance. But Thursday is going to be Real Housewives of Miami and Married at First Sight. I just had to catch up. Here's the thing. Because I've been having migraines, I try to not be on my computer as much. And with Married at First Sight, I had to watch it on my computer, and those 2 hours on a computer, along with the work that I already have to do on my computer, along with lives, it's just too much. It was just too much, and I had to like cut out that show until I was able to find a way to watch it on my TV. So now I've watched it. I'm fully caught up. So Married at First Sight is coming back. So don't worry. Very true. Every day. I think it's for the individual. I think it's just for the individual. So yes, Married at First Sight is tomorrow, Thursday. Sorry. Mella said, yes, that's what I think. Monique already had a baby before. I don't think weight always does that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. We're going to end with Marvina saying, yes, Nikki, you can come to Missouri. Lots of things to do also. Great. I want to go to with a name like that, who wouldn't want to go? Who wouldn't want to go? Anyway, Star fam, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for listening to my rant. I wish that I could cut that out because I don't want new people to meet me like that. But if I cut it out, then I can't. They'll take out the comments and the replay, and I don't want that. I want you guys all to have your voice be heard as well. So, but thank you all for, helping me through that. That dude, but I feel better. So I'm glad I talked to you guys. Thank you for being my therapist today. And thank you for joining me as we talked about life at the lockup. I think I found a way to watch it earlier. So I might see you. Don't hold me to it. YouTube TV is very sketchy. So I might be able to do a review for this show Friday, like right after the episode. But I won't know until like an hour before. So just watch my page on Friday. I'll absolutely put up a reminder on Instagram and here. But just so you know, I won't be able to put it up earlier because I don't know if this will actually work. But I think I found a way. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Mwah. Tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Because I got to catch up on that show.